Welcome to part 2 of the Rookie of the Year training session. And this is called Fingers on the Strings. So that's what we're going to work on right now real quick. I will, in the description below, put a little chart of all the notes on the fretboard. But we're not going to deal with that today. We'll probably be dealing with the first 5 frets, the notes on the first 5 frets. Possibly. Okay, we're going to keep it real easy today. So today, talk about today is holding the guitar in this session, holding the pick, and fingering the strings. So this session's called Fingers on the Strings. So let us start by, we're going to hold it on our, in this case, our right knee if we're right-handed, left-handed, left knee if you're left-handed. Okay, and we're going to try to keep it straight and balanced, straight up and down, not tipped over, not looking back at it. We're going to look down. There are little dots on the fretboard, on the back of the fretboard on the top here, that you can look at if you need to reference where you are, rather than trying to look down like this. So you want to sit up straight as you can, have it on your knee, which is about the same position it would be in as if you had a strap and you stood up. You want to have it in about the same position as that. Okay, so what we're going to work on today is fingering. So first, you want to, before you start every day practicing, you want to do finger exercises, and we're not going to show you a lot of finger exercises, but you can find some really good stretching exercises for your hands on YouTube. So do a stretching exercise first, okay? Then we're going to hold the pick between our thumb and index finger. See, I like to hold a round end, but let's so you can see it better. Here's one that has a triangular end. Okay, we're going to hold it like that. And then we're going to come around and have it on the strings. Basically straight up and down on the strings. Okay? And then this hand, we want our elbow to be in as much as we can. We want this hand to be straight up and down like this, with the thumb about in the middle. We don't want the thumb over the top right now. You can use that later. That'll come in as you get more advanced. But right now we don't want that, and we don't want to be like this. We want to be as relaxed as humanly possible, holding the guitar like that. See, with your thumb on the back of it. Okay? And so we're going to spend most of our time on the first 5 frets in this series. But for this, I want to come a little further down the guitar because it's just easier on your hands, and you may have little teeny hands. You may be young or whatever. We want to make it easy for you. So we're going to come down on the G string, which we learned in the last episode, down to the 7th fret, down here. So just count down 7 frets. And whenever you're fretting, you want to put your finger just in front of the fret, not on top of the fret, just in front of the fret. And you want to push down. What you should do is just touch the string and then hit it with your pick till you get a nice, and then press it in gently till it sounds clearly. And that's all you have to do. That way it'll give you an idea that you don't have to really grasp it. Okay? And you want to come straight in on it using the big knuckle down here. Your big knuckle is where you're coming from. Okay, kind of like a hook. And you want to come straight in on the note if you can. Okay? Especially with chords, we'll get to that. When you're single noting, if you are touching the string below it or above it, that's not a bad thing because you don't want those strings to ring anyway. But you want to come in on it as straight as you can. So the exercise, all we're doing today is we're going to come up here to the 7th fret on the G string with our index finger. We're going to just do a down pluck with our pick. Then we're going to put our middle finger on the next fret, our ring finger on the next fret, and our pinky on the next fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's chromatic. That means there's no spaces in between. We're walking up. Okay, so we're going to just do that. Just down strokes. And when you pick down, it's okay that you rest your pick on the string below it. So you pick it and rest the string on the string, rest the pick on the string below it. Pick it, rest, pick it, rest. Now we're going to drop down one string, and we're just going to repeat the same process. And we're going to go down one more string, and we're going to repeat the same process. And we just want to practice that. Let's go back up to the top. You don't have to go backwards yet. Go back up to the top and keep doing that, just down strokes with your pick till you feel really comfortable that you can do that. Then shake out your hand. You don't want any cramps. Don't grab it tight. Just relax. As I said, just press it as much as you need to make it ring and no more. So every day we want you to do this little finger exercise. And as you get better at that finger exercise, then try to do it in reverse. And we're just going to do it on these 3 strings right now. Because actually, as you get more advanced, you'll find a lot of the lead action is going to happen down here on the first 3 strings. And the other nice thing about this is, besides just being an exercise, it actually will turn into a scale eventually. So just practice that, and you can, I don't care where you start, you can start back on the 5th fret and do the same thing, trying to keep your hand as relaxed as possible. And just do that warm up every day. Okay, and move it around a little bit. And we'll talk about it more in the next video. Thanks.